$65 billion was in the air. The biggest investment platform was in disarray and was going to declare bankruptcy due to the actions of one man. What really happened? What did the man do? How is this even possible? Let's take you back. Way back in time, New York City, 1980s. The financial world is ablaze with greed, ambition, and the promise of endless wealth. At the heart of it all is Bernie Madoff, a charming, soft-spoken man with an uncanny ability to make people trust him. He isn't just any Wall Street player, he's a magician in a business suit, conjuring returns that defy logic. His brokerage firm, Bernard L. Madoff Investment Securities, is a fortress of exclusivity. Not just anyone can invest with him, you have to be invited. It's a masterstroke. The harder it is to get in, the more people want in. Across the city, Jonathan "Johnny" Klein, an ambitious hedge fund manager, can't stop hearing whispers about Bernie. Madoff's clients never lose. Not once. It's like the guy's got a cheat code for the market. Johnny meets Ellen Jacobs, a high society philanthropist who boasts about her Madoff connection. Bernie isn't just an investor, he's a financial architect. My portfolio grows every quarter, no matter what the market does. I don't ask how. I just cash the checks. Intrigued and skeptical, Johnny sets up a meeting. Then he learned the fundamentals of the most successful businessman in the world. He left in complete disbelief to what he discovers Bernie's office isn't flashy. There's no need for gold-plated walls or ostentatious displays of wealth. True power doesn't need to be loud. Johnny sits across from Bernie, who leans back, smiling like an old friend. You want to know the secret, Johnny? Of course. It's not about what you invest in. It's about who trusts you. If they believe you can make them money, they'll never ask questions. And if they don't ask questions, they'll never know the answer. Johnny laughs. It sounds like a joke. It isn't. Madoff's strategy is simple, too simple. He claims to use a split-strike conversion strategy, a mix of options and stocks that minimizes risk. But in reality, he's doing nothing. No trades, no investments, just taking new investors' money to pay old ones. A giant house of cards, perfectly disguised. But Bernie knows something no one else does. The human mind loves consistency more than it loves risk. As long as he keeps the returns steady, no one will ever suspect a thing. And then the whole plot went on its head. To keep the illusion alive, Bernie builds a network of feeder funds, managed by men who worship him. Frank Belmont, a European banker who funnels in cash from the Swiss elite. Carlos DeMarco, a Miami investor who brings in Latin American billionaires. Leonard "Lenny" Fogelman, an old-school Wall Street insider who sells Madoff's magic to the richest families in America. They bring the money. Bernie makes the magic happen. The beauty of a Ponzi scheme isn't just stealing, Bernie tells Frank over cigars. It's making people feel like they're winning while you're robbing them blind. And so, the billions keep flowing. But it doesn't last for long. Over the years, Harry Markopolos, a numbers genius, starts suspecting something. He crunches the data, runs simulations, and realizes the impossible. Madoff's returns are mathematically unachievable. Markopolos reports Madoff to the SEC multiple times, but the agency, blinded by Bernie's reputation, shrugs it off. Madoff is a Wall Street legend, one investigator says. You really think he's running a scam? Markopolos tries again. And again. But Bernie knows the game. He donates to politicians, keeps his firm under the radar, and maintains an aura of untouchability. The scam lives on. Then hell went loose. Completely loose. The snake have bitten its own tail. A decade later, the year is 2008. The market crashes. panic spreads. There had been a global depression, and the American economy was the lowest it had been in years. Major investors, however, weren't fazed by the development, however. They thought their stakes were still safe with Madoff securities. He's the ultimate chess master of the economy. He'll know what to do. However, the depression got worse, and they couldn't take it any longer. Clients rushed to withdraw their money. But there's one problem. There is no money. The $65 billion empire is a mirage. Madoff is out of tricks. One night, he calls his sons, Mark and Andrew. "It's over," he says. "It was all a lie." Stunned, they turn him in. The next morning, Bernie is arrested. The illusion is shattered. The legend dies. Madoff stands before the court, admitting everything. "I knew it would end someday," he tells the judge. "I just didn't think it would be this soon." A 150-year sentence, a disgraced empire, billions lost. The world watches as the biggest financial fraud in history crumbles. But as the prison doors close behind him, Bernie smirks. It's game over.